Stop. 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 One of the days Phoebe said to me, she goes, oh, my nan said she's a really good driver and she'd pass the driving test easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. You did say that, yeah? Yeah.
I did.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we have another mock driving test, but today we've got Phoebe's nan here. Yeah, so those of you who are regular viewers know that I'm teaching Phoebe to drive, and one of the days Phoebe said to me, she goes, oh, my nan said she's a really good driver and she'd pass the driving test easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. You did say that, yeah?
I did.
So yeah, this is Sarah, and so you think you're a good driver, Sarah?
I think I am.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you think you're going to pass this mock test?
I'm very hopeful. No, I think I am, yeah.
Okay, good. I like the confidence. Yeah. And so as soon as Phoebe said that, I was like, would your nan be okay to try a mock test? And fair play, Sarah was like, yeah, I'll do it. So I was expecting you to look a lot older, but when you said my nan. But yeah, I think you probably are the oldest person I've had for a mock test. Okay.
Wow.
I don't want you to make me feel too old. But, yeah.
So I've got the record.
How long have you been driving for?
44 years.
44 years.
Yeah.
And so when you passed your driving test, what was your driving test experience like? How many lessons did you have?
I had 4 lessons, and then he said I could go in for my test.
4?
I had 4 lessons, then he said you can go in for your test.
Yeah.
I'd never been in a car before.
Yeah.
I used to just mimic. I used to go with my dad everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'd mimic whatever my dad did. I'd be at the side doing all the things. So when I got in the car, I drove it straight away.
Oh,
so,
that worked?
Yeah, it absolutely worked. So I literally, that's how I practiced. And then he used to have the lesson once a week, and after the 4th lessons he said, you know, I think you're ready, so I'm going to put you in. So we did, and I think 11 lessons later I got a test date through.
Okay.
So I passed. I think it was 19. I think I had 19 lessons altogether because my dad took me out a couple of times.
Okay.
And then I passed first time. So, and I've been driving ever since. And touch wood, I've never had an accident ever.
Good.
So, now I love driving. I love everything about cars. So it's always been an interest. So it's something that you like to do.
Okay.
I think you get good at, and that's how I've always.
Right. So we're expecting a pass. So anybody that's learning to drive, Sarah's going to demonstrate how to pass your driving test.
Oh my God!
No pressure. All right then. So things have changed since 44 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And can I just say one other thing? So I have been driving an automatic for the last 8 years.
Okay.
So I just want to put that out there. So this is my first proper drive in a
manual.
In a manual.
In 8 years.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've had a couple of goes because I took Phoebe out a few times, but generally all our cars are automatic. So.
Okay. Right. We'll see how this goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you do make a mistake anywhere, I'm not going to say anything till the end.
Okay.
Yeah. And if I don't say anything, just continue straight ahead.
Yeah.
I'll make you do one manoeuvre like it is on the test as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to make you follow some road signs as well.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So whenever you're ready, Sarah, if you could move off for me.
Yeah.
So Phoebe's really enjoying this already. We just moved on.
Should be picking on me.
End of the road, turn left, please. 44 years is a long time, so obviously Sarah will have a few bad habits that would most likely be marked as a fault in today's test. For example, she signals and then checks the mirrors, but it should be mirrors first and then the signal. So I'm not going to be too strict when it comes to these types of faults and will not be marking those. She positions well and carries out good observations at this junction. So out of 10, Sarah, what would you give yourself, how would you rate your driving out of 10?
Oh, you'd say 10?
No, as in normal driving.
Yeah, normal. How do you feel your driving is in general?
Well, I'd probably say, because I'm going to say it anyway, I'm a little bit of a speeder. I don't I don't do it like unless I do it sometimes. So I'm a bit naughty on that side. So I'm going to say.
I don't think that's a good thing to say on camera, but yeah.
No, I know it isn't. But I've said it now, and everybody that knows me, they'll say, "Well, she goes a little bit fast."
Okay.
So, but I have been watching my speed. So I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
And that's because of the speed.
Because of the speed, yeah.
Okay.
Steady on. Do you know what doesn't help? That me sitting here like having all these opinions, I can't even like properly drive myself.
I'm gonna let you say that and not me. Okay, now if you could follow signs to Warsaw for me, please.
Oh god, this is what it's like on a test. You don't say which exit.
No, so on your test, the examiner can make you do this, yeah? Like I'm making you then follow signs, or make you follow the sat nav. It's normally the sat nav they get it, but I like to do this sign following because, especially like when you're learning to drive now.
Yeah.
This we'll be doing a lot of in future lessons. It just gets you used to everything, looking out for signs and markings. This first roundabout, Sarah does really well. She positions well and carries out good mirror checks before changing lanes to exit the roundabout. We're going towards Warsaw, yeah?
Yeah.
Sarah misses this sign to Warsaw, which leads to her first serious fault. Sorry, just a quick pause guys. Here's a short video about my ultimate driving course which I designed to help learner drivers.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. We were supposed to turn left, so Sarah is in the wrong lane. This lane is for straight ahead towards Cosley Road, as we can see from the markings. If Sarah goes straight ahead, it's fine, as going the wrong way isn't an issue, but she decides to turn left from this lane.
I know I should have gone down that one.
Yeah, now there's a car from when you started.
Actually, it was actually. I remember H-Reg. You're funny, aren't you?
That was a good look at the sign. They've gone honk if the parts fall off. At this roundabout, the markings aren't too clear. Sarah shows good lane discipline by keeping to the left. Again, at this roundabout, she shows good lane discipline, but gets too close to the vehicle in front. She got extra close as we were about to exit the roundabout. Judging by her reaction, I think Sarah did realise, and this would be marked as a serious fault on a test.
Park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
She parks up in a good position and does the mirrors and signal in the correct order. Notice how she goes down in gears. This is something you don't have to do but was taught back in the day, or should I say in the olden days.
Thank you.
Sarah holds back in a good position for the oncoming vehicles and doesn't get too close to the parked van. A couple of things that she could have done better were her mirror checks when moving off, and the other was control as the car rolls back slightly as we were waiting.
Phoebe, how do you think your nan's doing so far?
I think pretty good, to be fair. I don't know. Pretty good.
Now if you could follow signs to Dudley, please.
Dudley is right, fourth exit, so it's important to apply the right signal on approach. Sarah doesn't signal, even though she does place her fingers on the indicator stalk. She was a bit disappointed with this fault, as she said she always remembers to signal. Now this is a spiral marked roundabout, so Sarah should keep to the left of this marking that has just appeared. She drives slightly over it.
So continue following the signs for me, please.
Yeah.
At this roundabout, we are going straight ahead and can use both the left and middle lane. We normally advise to select the left lane, so after exiting the roundabout, you will be positioned in the left lane, which is the correct lane to position in for normal driving. Sarah selects the middle lane, which is fine. She sticks to her lane well, which leads her onto the right hand lane of the dual carriageway ahead. Now Sarah should move over to the left lane when it's safe to do so, as the right hand lane is for overtaking or turning right. She does change lanes but could have done it sooner. She didn't prevent anyone from overtaking safely, so it was okay. Now I'm going to ask her to do the reverse parallel parking maneuver. She does pick up another serious fault when doing this.
Thank you. And if you could do the reverse parallel parking maneuver now, please, using that card in front. So pull up next to it
and then reverse park, finishing fairly close to the curb. And when you finish up, you don't have to finish too close to the white car. You can leave a better car space. So you
and leave a gap in the drive, or it doesn't matter?
Don't about the driveway.
Yeah.
Accuracy-wise, Sarah parks nice and close to the curb, but misses some key observations. During any of the reversing manoeuvres, you must check all around, including the blind spots. Sarah doesn't check the right blind spot as our vehicle swings out. This is one of the key observations the examiner will be looking out for. Thank you, and move off when you're ready. So Phoebe, there's a steep hill coming up here, something that you haven't really covered yet. Your nan's going to show you how to do this. We're going to be turning left. Sarah gives a good demonstration on how to deal with an uphill junction. That was a good demonstration. And if you could turn left, please. When turning into a side road, the clutch pedal should be up. Sarah keeps it down. This is what we call coasting. Now this is when and how you should use the right hand lane on a carriageway. Sarah sees the traffic, overtakes safely, and then moves into the left lane. Now we're going to finish off with an emergency stop. Okay, shortly, Sarah, I'm going to ask you to do the emergency stop, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah reacts well and stops quickly. She does take her left hand off the steering wheel too soon. You should keep both hands on the wheel. The serious fault was for observations before moving off. She should have checked both blind spots, but only checked the right one. Stop!
Things fell down.
Oh, don't worry, leave it there, it's fine. Yeah, move off when you're ready.
Yeah.
And if you could just park up on the left for me.
Yeah.
That's the end of the test. Sarah didn't notice any of the serious faults she made. It's time to tell her. Okay, and switch off the engine. We're going to end the test here now. You seem worried, is that?
Yeah. Well,
don't worry, I can't take your license off you.
No, that's all right then.
Right, just 1 second. Don't worry about that. Just
right.
just pop it there. That's fine. We'll just switch that off now.
Oh God, I was nervous.
Okay. How do you think you did?
Not as good as I thought I was going to do, honestly.
Everyone feels the pressure, you know, when they actually.
I was under pressure, and a couple of things I noticed.
Okay.
They did.
What were they?
So at the beginning, I went a little bit too fast. I was doing 29 and then 31, and then
that was cool. You controlled your speed. Yeah, you controlled your speed. You went to 33 once, but then you brought it back down. Yeah. So no major issue with the speed.
And then just one thing that I noticed, that there was a guy on the road. I did notice him, but I knew he was really, really slowing down and stopping. And I thought if I stopped, it was like on a quite a high embankment where he had to get up. And it was like, so I continued. So maybe I should have stopped and let him past.
No. You didn't have to, because it wasn't a crossing or anything. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was fine.
All right.
Yeah. So the two things that you thought
I was all right on.
you was alright on.
What wasn't I all right on? Because there's obviously so.
Why? But, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you that. Do you think you passed or failed?
I think I passed.
You think you passed?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Phoebe, you want to tell her that she's failed?
Did I fail?
Yeah, sorry.
Did I? What did I fail?
It's just like,
Yeah.
These
Oh
are
my
mistakes.
God.
Like, overall, like, you're a very safe driver. I felt totally safe in the car. Like,
Yeah.
even when you were overtaking people and that. Yeah, it's like...
Am I allowed to do that?
So, obviously, we're marking it as it would for a test. So, if you're doing a driving test, you would have failed.
Yeah.
Okay, what you would have failed on is... so, that first roundabout, when I said we're going towards Warsaw, yeah, you missed the
I
sign.
did. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then, you know that lane that you were in? You had an arrow saying straight ahead? Yeah?
Did it?
And you just made it
The sun was in my eyes. Oh my God.
If you
So-
fail, I've got no hope.
So, Phoebe, this is really good for you, you know, to learn from this stuff. It's so easy to fail a driving
Yeah.
test, yeah. So there, you know, if you're in the wrong lane,
Yeah.
like you said to her, I should have been in that lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you knew you're in the wrong lane, yeah.
Yeah.
So on driving test, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to go the wrong way. Go the way the lane takes you. So
Yeah.
even if the examiner said, I wanted you to turn left, but
Yeah.
you know you're in the wrong lane, it's okay. Like, if you'd just gone straight ahead from there, the examiner would reroute.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, I know it was like a filter lane, and I went into the outside lane of it. But you can still go left, couldn't you?
Not from that lane, it's straight ahead.
Is
Only.
it?
Yeah, mark straight
Oh
ahead.
my God.
Yeah, if that
Sorry
left
about
around
that.
there, yeah.
Oh no, good. No wonder you had your little pen out.
Okay. But then, like, straight after that, you did good because the traffic was joining. You
Yeah.
checked, you went over.
Yeah.
And then then you came back to the left, and then after there was a car in front of us on the roundabout, and the following distance you got very close to it.
Did I?
Yeah, he was going to be a bit slow as well, but you
Yeah.
can't get that close. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
you know when you're stopping behind vehicles, you're stopping a bit close. I didn't
Yeah.
tell you for that, but you know when a car's moving, yeah, and you're following it very closely,
Yeah.
that would definitely be marked as a serious fault for following distance, just in case they hit the brake, they hit their brake really hard.
The braking distance and
Yeah,
all
okay.
that.
That
Yeah.
I think that guy was a bit confused about which way, because at that roundabout
He went right at the end,
went
didn't
right
he?
there.
Instead of, yeah.
Exactly.
I did see him.
Yeah,
In
and
the blue car.
and that's the car that you got
Yeah.
at that point on
Yeah.
the roundabout.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did
So
see
there,
that.
there's more. Okay, so we're going to ask you to follow signs to Dudley at that.
Yeah.
There's that big roundabout. It was
Yeah.
is what we called a spiral marked roundabout.
Yeah.
With the markings on there. So I asked you to follow signs to Dudley. You're going to the correct lane.
Yeah.
Which way was Dudley at that roundabout?
It was right.
Yeah, it was right.
Yeah.
So which signal do you need?
Right.
Yeah, you didn't signal.
Didn't I?
No.
Oh, I always signal.
You had your hand on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I always signal as well. I'm a stickler for signaling.
Yeah, so you didn't signal.
Oh, sorry about that.
So that would be a serious fault, yeah.
Yeah.
The lane, so the new marking, you went over it a little bit, but I'll let you off with that.
All right.
Yeah, okay, because you did come off in the right-hand lane as well, and like you said, with the sun, the visibility of the markings wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so there, and then what you did was you stayed in the right-hand lane. So you came off in the right-hand lane.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not sure whether to mark this as a serious fault, because you obviously got the knowledge there, because you were overtaking and you were coming back to the left. But you know when you exited that roundabout, we
Yeah.
stayed in that right-hand lane all the way down the dual carriageway.
Yeah, no, I noticed
What was
that.
the reason?
Because I was going straight ahead and the traffic was flowing, and they were a little bit slower than me.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah.
you had a reason for it. It wasn't
Yeah.
if that left lane was totally empty.
Oh no, if it
Yeah.
had been totally empty, I'd have been in there.
I see. So
Yeah.
see,
So
because
you're going to give me that one then?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. But then even after we did the roundabout, you were still in the right-hand lane.
Yeah.
But again.
Yeah. I know. I always
but
move
then you-
over. I
yep.
don't know what's wrong with me today.
No, but you did do it. There was a driver behind us who was quite close. As soon as you noticed him,
Yeah.
you went over there. But you
Yeah.
were. The thing is, the reason why normally I would mark that as a serious fault, yeah.
Yeah.
But the situation you're in today, you were overtaking everyone anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it wasn't if you weren't overtaking and everyone on the left was overtaking you. If that was the case, then it would be a serious fault. So you know, if you stay in the right-hand lane, it's not
Yeah.
a serious fault.
Yeah.
The way your nan was doing it, it was like you weren't holding anyone up. Yeah,
No.
once that one time the driver was there, you moved moved
Over.
over. The other times you were overtaking the cars and coming back to the left. Just
Yeah.
one thing, you know, when you come back to the left,
Yeah.
always make sure you leave enough space.
Yeah.
You weren't that close that you were shaving the vehicles, but
Yeah.
a tip, yeah. So you know when you overtake someone,
Yeah.
before you come back to the left, make sure you know that overtaking that vehicle that you just overtook. You
Yeah.
can see in your centre mirror.
Mirror.
As soon as it appears in your centre mirror,
Then come in.
then come
Yeah.
in. Okay. Your parking, your reverse parking, the distance from the curb and the car in front, good. Yeah. Observations. So again, it's something a lot of experienced drivers do. So if you on your test as well, observations is one of the most important things. Yeah. So Sarah, you came in, and then when you steer to the left, your car swings out. Yeah. At that point, you must check the blind spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the right blind spot. You didn't check it at that point.
Okay.
And on the test, you know, if you miss that right blind spot,
Yeah.
that would be a serious fault.
Okay.
Okay. So that, and then.
God, there's more.
Just at the end, just at the end with the emergency stop. So you stopped good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice sharp braking.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just giving Phoebe some
Yeah, so it's
tips,
good for her to know.
Good for her.
Yeah.
And you know when you do stop, keep both hands on the steering. That left
Yeah.
hand was already quickly on the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Both hands on the steering. Stop.
Yeah.
And then sort your
Gear stick
gear
out.
and then
Yeah.
you use the handbrake to secure the car. But then when you move off after an emergency stop, so you know when you parked up on the left.
Yeah.
Even if you don't check the left blind spot, no
Yeah.
big deal, yeah. Because
Yeah.
you're checking your right one when you move off. But you know when you stop after an emergency stop, you're in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
So you've got to check both blind spots because
Yeah.
there's enough space for cyclists to easily get through, yeah. So
Yeah.
you've got to check both blind spots.
Didn't I
after-
do that now?
You didn't check your left one.
Okay.
Okay, you
Yeah.
check your right one.
All right.
Okay. Again,
Yeah.
all these faults that you've made, they're like
I'll pick up on them now.
which you expect an experienced driver for. You've been driving for what 44 years now. Yeah. Okay. But overall, you're driving at a good standard, even though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though you failed.
Even though you failed
Yeah.
with quite a few serious faults.
Yeah. And plus, I'm in a new car, and it's a manual.
I think you took the car really well.
Yeah.
Your control on the hill that you did,
Yeah.
and your general gear change, everything was spot on.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I'll
with
just
the-
brush up on other things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, like I said, I've marked it as I would on a
Yeah.
share, but your
Yeah.
understanding of all the stuff is really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Oh.
you're one of the good experienced drivers we've had, okay.
But they failed.
Yeah, you still. To be honest, I don't expect anyone like who's been driving for so long and never had an assessment in between.
Yeah.
To pass one of these. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, and thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
part.
Thank you for
Okay.
bringing me on, teaching me more. But I haven't been doing right for the last 44 years.
All right,
Thank
Sarah,
you.
thank you very much.
Thank
yeah.
you.
And guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.